Many theme parks have a Christmas or holiday event, and some of them are absolutely incredible. But if I could design the perfect, ultimate theme park holiday event, this is what I would do. So I love the holiday events that I have been to at Silver Dollar City, at the Disney parks, at Busch Gardens, at SeaWorld, at Six Flags. There are some absolutely amazing events for the holidays at the theme parks. Most of them focus around Christmas, but some of them also remember the other holidays, such as Kwanzaa and Hanukkah, and some of the others. But if I could design the ultimate event, the must-do, killer, can't miss it, maybe have to take 2 days to see everything kind of holiday event, this is what I would do. Number one, shows. Incredible shows. One of my favorites at Silver Dollar City is Dickens: A Christmas Carol. It's a can't miss, and there's a reason it gets huge long lines. Over at Epcot at Walt Disney World, they've got the Candlelight Processional, which they also do at Disneyland. Two huge things, and honestly, I would do at least 2 very large-scale shows. And Dickens and Candlelight are both great examples. They're good shows with a holiday storyline that everybody knows and loves with Dickens, along with a musical celebration of the religious side of the holidays. They're both important. They're both center. I love Dickens' music and humor, and it's honestly, if there's such a thing as a perfect holiday show, Dickens is it. And then with Candlelight Processional, you get the incredible orchestra, the symphony, the choirs, as well as the religious music and the story of the birth of Jesus, which for many at Christmas time is the center of it. To do 2 things like that, a big, huge musical celebration of the birth of Christ, as well as a more secular story, but that also celebrates the holidays and gives you the moral that it's a time to give and to love other people like Dickens does. I would have to have at least 2 shows like that. Maybe a little bit different shows, but those kind of give you a good idea of what I would want. Number 2, multicultural. Yes, I just mentioned that it was centered on the birth of Christ for the music, but I want to include all the different cultures. This is one of the things that I think that Epcot is amazing, that when you go around the World Pavilion during their holiday celebration, every single country has its own storyteller talking about their traditions. It's not just the religious traditions, but the others. To talk about Boxing Day, to talk about Hanukkah, which is huge for the Jewish community, to talk about Kwanzaa for the African American community, to talk about some of the other holiday celebrations and the way that people celebrate the holiday season. I want to see more of that. It helps bring the world together into one place and helps us remember that we are all one people. For me, that's big. I don't want it to be just about it's our way. Okay, I love Sam Eagle, but when he says, it's all about the world, but mostly the United States. For me, the holidays are more than just the United States. The more that we see other cultures, the more we appreciate them, and what an amazing time of year this is. So let's find ways to be multicultural and include these other national celebrations, these other religious celebrations, these other secular celebrations from around the world, and find ways to bring it in. Epcot's a good example of beginning that, but I'd love to see more. And include shows, music, storytellers, maybe little pavilions that are just centered around each one of these. Something like that would be wonderful, depending upon what kind of facilities you have. Number 3, live music around the park. This should be a no-brainer. Silver Dollar City does this. The Disney parks are well known for having entertainers around. But you need to have some sort of live music, whether it's outdoor stages, whether it's wandering musicians, whether it's impromptu-looking groups, carolers, the wandering carolers singing the Christmas songs, family bands, small groups, other entertainers, just for us to be able, as we're walking around the park, to hear and enjoy the sights and sounds of the season, and give us a reason to pause and just sit and enjoy it a little bit. Love the live music. Recorded music is fine. There's times that it needs to be there. But anytime you can turn off a recording and put a live entertainer in there instead, all the better. Number 4, special food. Duh. I mean, how many of us have our holiday traditions of what we cook and what we eat? Well, you gotta definitely bring that alive at the theme parks. Silver Dollar City and Disney both excel here and do some amazing things, and whatever park you're at should incorporate this. Not just hot chocolate and peppermint, those are no-brainers. You kind of have to have that. You probably have a upper scale restaurant, maybe it's a buffet, maybe it's a table service, but you've got to have the holiday meals. The roast beef or prime rib, the roast turkey, the things that people, when they think Christmas or holiday meals, that they think all the fixins. And so you've got to have at least one place with that, but also all the little treats. Roasted chestnuts, wassail, red velvet cakes or funnel cakes, cinnamon rolls. Can you imagine a red velvet cinnamon roll? Silver Dollar City could. Gingerbread, whether in cookies or in coffees or however you want to do it. Gingerbread cakes. Gotta have the gingerbread. S'mores. Oh my goodness. Disney had the most amazing s'mores where instead of doing the graham crackers, they did chocolate chip cookies. Oh my. Holiday cookies. Gotta have lots of different cookies. Wassail. Oh my goodness. If you've never had wassail, it's great. It's one of the things I love at Silver Dollar City. White chocolate, peppermint mocha drinks, things that make the holidays come alive with what you eat. Some of it is sit-down restaurants, but some of it just walking around. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be totally holiday-ish, although that's nice. Silver Dollar City does walking tacos during the holidays. And I know it's not something I would normally think of as Christmassy, but it works. Number 5, rides with a holiday theme. We're all used to the normal rides, the regular way that they go. But during the holidays, let's change it up a little bit. Silver Dollar City turns their Frisco Silver Dollar Line into the sing-along steam train and plays Christmas music and has lights out there and stops and has Grandpa tell the Christmas story. Over at Disneyland, they do the Haunted Mansion Holiday with the overlay. At Magic Kingdom, you've got the Jingle Jungle Cruise, where they changed the Jungle Cruise into a holiday version of it. Some sort of different overlay for all of them. Even if you've got a ride with just animatronics, Knott's Berry Farm dresses half their animatronics of the log ride with Christmas hats and stuff like that. Things to feature the holidays and make it more festive for that time of year. If you can change the ride into a holiday version of it, all the better. But let people know when they're riding a ride that it's the holidays and it's a little bit different. So anything that you can change like that and celebrate is even better. Have something special on it for people to see only during the holidays. And it just makes it more fun. Number 6, lights. Duh! Not Christmas without Christmas lights. So you gotta have Christmas lights. And most parks know this. In fact, if you look at the holiday celebrations at Six Flags and the couple Cedar Fair parks that have tried it, at Silver Dollar City, it's lights. Disney used to have the Osborne lights at Hollywood Studios, which were almost overwhelming. They were just so huge. They were amazing. And when I was a PhotoPass photographer, I loved working in the Osborne lights. Getting paid to stand there and take pictures of people and watch the lights. Because when the lights were moving and dancing, you couldn't take pictures. It didn't work. You had to wait till they stopped. Silver Dollar City has gone amazing with the lights. Not just in one part of the park, but over the whole entire park. And then when they brought in the Christmas in Midtown, which was kind of inspired by the Osbournes, it's amazing. Then you take all of that and top it off with their musical Christmas tree that's dancing and playing music, and it's incredible. You gotta have a big light display. And this is where I think Silver Dollar City, spreading it over the whole park, has shown everybody else how to do it, and they're all trying to play catch up to that. That's what I do. Do the whole parking holiday lights and decoration, and it just make it amazing that way. Number 7, the parade. Yes, I'm a parade freak. I'm sorry. I'm so upset with Disney for cutting back all their parades instead of adding more. You gotta have a parade, particularly for the holidays. I love Magic Kingdom's Christmas parade. It is amazing. Silver Dollar City has a nice little parade. It's small, but they do it at night with the lights and stuff, which helps make it even cooler. It doesn't have to be as big as Magic Kingdom's, although I love the toy soldiers in that. That's one of my favorite parts of any parade. It's just cool watching them all march in rhythm. It's the Baloo in me, I'm sorry. Having a nice parade with some nice floats with some dancers, if you can get a band, although most of them have synchronized soundtracks anymore, things that will make the holidays come home. It doesn't have to be huge, although I wish Silver Dollar Cities was a little bit bigger, but I understand why it's not. But you've got to have some sort of parade in there to really celebrate the holiday. Get some characters in there. The kids hopefully will know them, but if you can't get rights to a commercial character, use what you can and celebrate what you can. And of course, the parade has to end with number 8, Santa Claus! Yes, you got to have Santa Claus at the park, not just in the parade, although he's obviously the one that should end with. And Disney knows this. The Macy's Thanksgiving Parade knows this. In fact, most of your Christmas parades know this. Santa's always last because he's the one everybody looks forward to. But not just in the parade. Maybe in a show. I mean, you should have separate holiday shows. I mentioned that up in number 1. But if he's not in the show, have him available to meet. You definitely want the kids to be able to give their Christmas list to him, get your photos with him. Kids of all ages, yes, some of us adults like to get our pictures with Santa, but you've got to have Santa. Even if people don't believe in Santa, you still need to have him there because he's a symbol of the season. What is that? To give. And that's what we need to remember with Christmas, is the reminders to give, to celebrate, that it's not about us getting, but it's us giving to other people. Look around us, see that there's so many needs, and that's what we should be looking for, is to be looking out for others. And of course, yes, with Santa, you do give him the Christmas list. So, since we are speaking of Santa, I am kind of thinking, I do have my list. And as I'm thinking about, here's what I would really like this year. That's what I would like to see in a park during Christmas. So are there things you would like to see in a park that I missed? I'd love to hear it. Share it in the comments below. Don't forget to check the description. Tons of information there. Thank you as well to my patrons, my supporters. Their financial support means the world to me. If you want to know more about supporting me, check the description as well. Thank you so very much for watching. God bless and have a wonderfully blessed holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Be blessed. But if I could design the perfect, ultimate Christmas... Okay. Try that again. Many parks have a Christmas or holiday event. Ginger, lay down. Try this again. Dog! Take 4. This is what I would do. I would just do nothing. All right. The centerpiece. And Dickens and Christmas Carol. Sorry. And then with carolers. Yeah. Disney had the most amazing s'mores where instead of doing gingerbread cookies, a couple places, I mentioned the holiday, but during the, over, number 6, no, that's not number 6, that's number 7. Do you have ideas, things that I missed? I'd love to hear. I have blundered so much this one. If you'd like to know about my merchandise, contact information, fan pages, and more, be sure to check the description below. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of my videos, hit that button right there to subscribe. And if you want to see another one, well, I've got a great video for you right here. If you'd like to be like these wonderful people here too and support me financially on Patreon or YouTube, well, hit that little button right there. It'll even give you behind the scenes access and more perks. Thank you so incredibly much for watching, and God bless.